That beat going crazy.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video and another episode of the SV650s build. So this build is coming towards an end. So guys, we've got a couple of more parts. We were waiting for the rear calipers to rebuild the rear brakes, which I've received, so I can do that. We're also waiting for a new wing mirror, which I managed to source, a brand new one, so that's arrived today. And most importantly, the fuel tank, which is what I was missing. These are difficult to find, at least to find one in good condition. This was the best I found. It has some damage here, but it's the least damaged one I found. This should be fairly easy to sort out. Got to knock it probably down here a bit, and I'm just gonna have to fill the rest. And obviously it's gonna have to be painted to match the bike, but it's clean inside as well, so it's a really good tank. Also, I ordered and sourced a fuel cap as well, which it didn't come with, so it's pretty much ready to go. So I think we've got everything for it. Here's the bracket. The bike does have a bracket on it already, but I think it's easier to take off the one on the bike and then put this one on, because then it's just the two bolts here rather than stripping all the other bits to get to this part. So that's that. If you look underneath, we have fuel tap there. We've got the sensor as well for the fuel. We've got these rubber stands as well, So yeah, we pretty much, I think, got everything. I think this is where we connect to the vacuum for the carb. I think I may be wrong, but I'll figure it out. I'm sure we'll figure it out. So yeah, we're gonna try and see if we can get this tank on, and then hopefully we can get the bike running on the tank. We'll get the wing mirror on, and if I do have time, we can jump onto the brakes. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this mount off here, this whole hinge bracket thingy, whatever you call it, and just use the same bolts and bolt the new tank down. There we go guys, so we've got a gas tank, fuel tank, whatever you call it. Now to connections, let's see. So we've got the fuel level sender unit, which I can see here. So that's quite straightforward. I plug that in. There we go. So what that does is that measures the fuel and lets us know if our fuel's low, etc. So now what do we need? We need to connect from just realized this fuel tap is broken. So the fuel tap that's connected to this is broken. Thankfully I actually have one that came with the bike, so I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna have to replace it. So here is one that came with the bike. So if you guys can see this little bit here, this is the part that's snapped off on the on that tank. So I'm going to take this apart and have a look in it. I'll probably eventually get a reseal kit, but I'm just going to have a look and see what the state of it looks like inside. Right, I decided against opening this up because it's really stuck. So let's just leave it for now. If it leaks, then we'll have to just replace the seals, but I don't think I'm gonna disturb it for now. So let's see if we can get the old one off this tank and then replace it. I will get new seals. I'll order some today. But in the meantime, we just want to see if we can get this thing running. Hopefully they don't leak. This actually has the filter in it. Actually, looking at it, I reckon I could take the bottom half of my one and replace this broken bottom half on the other one. So I just realized this actually has the filter on it and I don't have a filter. So if you guys can see it like that, you can see the part that's broken off at the bottom. So I'm just going to take these four, I'm going to try and take this part off and replace it and put it onto this one. Alright guys, so I changed this part out, so I replaced this part, I took the diaphragms out, I cleaned them all out as well, give them a good clean, and I put that bottom part in. So let's see if we can get this thing to work. Then we'll put some fuel in. I've checked the tank as well, it looks quite clean in there actually. Try and get this on, and then we'll try and fire this thing up. Right, so we got our fuel line, which looks like it goes here. Get it on. It's a bit hard here. I do have some fuel line somewhere. I'm going to see if I can find it. I've got some brand new fuel line. Obviously when I want this fuel line I can't find it. So gonna have to come back to replacing that another time and see if I can get this old one on. Okay, you got it on enough. It's quite tight. And then we've got the vacuum line from the carb at the back here, which should go on here. And I'm gonna have to get 2 bolts to bolt into here as well, just to hold it down. Wow, what a difference a fuel tank makes. So this should fit on here. Unfortunately, it didn't come with any screws, I don't think. Alright guys, gonna put a little bit of fuel in here and let's pray we get no leaks. Let's start with that. Actually, let's make sure the fuel sender works as well. So at the moment it says that, well, it should say the fuel's low. Let's see what it says. So we've got our fuel light on and it went off. It went off because before the fuel light was on all the time. So it looks like that is working. So I'll put a bit more fuel in it. So far looking good. Alright guys, so I'll show you what we got. So let's put keys in ignition. You see the fuel light here, or the low fuel light, and it goes off. So that's a good sign. So guys, I think we are ready to try and start this thing. So first we're going to put some choke on it, and let's see if it'll start up. Go guys, you're running. So yeah, we got the bike running. I actually took it up around the corner and back, and yeah, it seems to be running fine. So I just remembered I haven't connected up the radiator, so I couldn't run it for too long. The fuel light did come on again, so I'm not sure if that's just because there's not a lot of fuel in there. Obviously I haven't put a lot in there. I'm going to put the rest of that tank, because there is no leaks, so I'm going to fill up the rest of that tank, and hopefully the light will go off. But yeah, I'm going to start it up again. I'll show you guys. So the low fuel light did go off, and I think it comes back on when you start the bike. So guys, yeah, this is it. This is the bike. Sounding good. It's looking good. It's running well. Sounds really good. You guys can see that I did the chains. So our light is flashing now. So I think that's a fuel issue. But it seems to be running good. Alright guys, as you see, yes, running nice and good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest of that fuel in here, and I'll run it up again, and hopefully that light will go. I'm not sure if there's enough fuel to take the light off, but we'll see. I'm going to put all of it in there. Alright guys, so this is it. So what did I do? I fold it up, and it seems like the fuel light is working, so it's gone off and it hasn't come back on. So that's good, that's working. I sorted out that stud, which took me about 2 hours out here. That broken stud, I sorted it out, put a new stud in it. I also put the radiator back in, and you guys might see the radiator under here. I've connected it up here and on the other side. I just haven't filled it up yet with coolant, so I'll do that another time because I'm wrapping up now. But the bike is pretty much now put together, as you guys can see. This is it. Here's the new wing mirror as well that I put on. And that's it, guys. So I'm just going to start it up and show you guys one more time. So we've got an alarm on here, which is annoying because I keep forgetting and it starts going off. Guys, that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm chuffed that I got the bike to this stage, so I think one more day on this is get the wheels on, get the brakes on, the rear brakes rebuilt and put on. I say I got brand new calipers and seals for that. I've already stripped the old calipers, I've cleaned them up, I ultrasonic them, they're all ready to go, ready to be rebuilt. And then I just need to top up the coolant system. And I think, yeah, then otherwise the bike is ready to go. Hopefully I can get it to an MOT soon, and then I can get out on the road with it. So guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Take care, thanks for watching. Going crazy.